Hi Nana. Today the topic is TMV, tobacco mosaic virus. So come let us go. Viruses those cause tobacco mosaic diseases. All those viruses are grouped under the tobacco viruses, okay? And the history of the tobacco mosaic virus is almost same as the first history of the virology, okay? Why means the first time discovered virus is the pathogenic virus is the TME only. In 1886, Adolf Meyer he identified first time this disease and he told that this disease is transmittable from one plant to another plant. Next, in 1892, Dmitry Ivanovsky he first time stated that it is very small infectious agent. Though he stated that it is small infectious agent, but he failed to prove it. So in 1898, Martinus Beijering, a scientist, he stated that it is a liquid agent and he called it as contagium vivum fluidum. And he also stated that it can be transmittable even through the Chamberlain filter. Though the sap of this tobacco plant is filtered through the Chamberlain filter, the disease is passed through the sap to the another healthy plant. So he stated that it is very smaller than the bacteria and he stated that it is contagium vivum fluidum. Next, if you see that in 1935, W.M. Stanley crystallized this TMV virus for the first time, and in 1939, Gustav Kausche, Edgar Fankach and Helmut Ruska, they first time observed the TMV under electronic microscope and they obtained the images. And in 1958, Rosalind Franklin, she obtained TMV model by the X-ray crystallography technique. And next, structure of the TMV virus. TMV possess cylindrical or rod shaped and the symmetry of the TMV is helical symmetry. That means the capsids are arranged in a helical manner and also the genome of this particular virus is arranged like a helical manner, okay? And if you see the capsomers, that capsid is made up of 2130 capsomers and each capsomer is made up of a single protomer and each protomer is made up of 158 amino acids, okay? And all these capsomers, as I told you, they are arranged in a helical manner, okay Nana? And the next one, by this helical arrangement, the space was formed which is having 4 nanometer in diameter and in this space the genome is arranged in a helical manner. So see here, this nucleic acid of the TMV has 6500 nucleotides and these are all arranged in the helical structure as I told you. And here you have to observe one thing very carefully. Each turn of the genome has 49 nucleotides and each turn of the capsid has for each, not each turn, 3 turns of the capsid have 49 capsomers, okay? You have to understand clearly, each turn of the this nucleic acid has 49 nucleotides and 3 turns of the capsid has 49 capsomers, okay Nana? And the next one, genome. This TMV contains a single stranded RNA which is positive sense RNA and it has the capacity to produce 5 types of proteins. One protein involves in the replication and 2 are RNA proteins and one is the movement protein and another one is the capsid protein. These are the 5 proteins which are coded by the nucleic acid of that particular TMV. Next thing, multiplication, how it can multiply in the host cell. When this virus enters into the plant cell, this RNA enters into the, first it enters into the cytoplasm, right, through the cell wall, then it moves into the nucleolus. In the nucleolus, it produces a complementary strand or a replica of that particular RNA. And this RNA strand acts as a template for the production of some mRNAs which will produce proteins in further. I hope you understood. Once again I will tell you. When the virus enters into the plant cell, so the nucleic acid enters into the nucleolus of that particular cell. There this mRNA this viral RNA will produce another template, and this template acts as a mother strand for production of mRNAs, which in turn produces proteins required for the cell. So these mRNAs will enters into the cytoplasm. There it produces the proteins. These proteins and also the required viral particles are produced in the cytoplasm, and all those particles will get assembled and forms the virion. Now these virions will enter, these viral particles will enters into the another cell through the channels called as the plasmodesmata, which are the channels between one cell to another cell. So through these channels, these viral particles enters from one cell to another cell. They do not damage the plant, but they can transfer from one cell to another cell. They also transport to the different parts of the plant using phloem sieve elements. And if you see the transmission means how this disease is transferred from one plant to another plant. So you are saying that the plant cell cannot die, but how the disease was causing. See here, TMV is transmitted through wind, water and cell sap of diseased plant and enters into the another plant through the wound incision, which are caused by many of mechanical actions. Here is the point you have to remember. So it may able to pass through the wind or water, okay, but when it enters into another healthy plant means a plant having any wounds or any incisions caused through so many mechanical actions. So through this wound only this TMV will enters into the plant, and in early stages this diseased plant's leaf colors becomes lighten along the veins. Later its color turns into light and dark green color, so it will be look like zigzag manner, like mosaic manner. Hence only this disease is called as the tobacco mosaic virus. And some dark green blisters are also appears on the leaf blade. It will also reduces the yield of the crop and quality of the leaf. Obviously when there is no particular content, its quality will be decreased, right? So due to this disease the nicotine percentage is also decreased up to 20 to 30%, and this TMV cause mosaic disease not only in tobacco. The first time they identified in the tobacco plant, hence only they named it as tobacco mosaic disease, but it will cause this mosaic disease in TMV and also in Solanaceae family plants also. So I hope you understood, Nana. Thank you. Thanks for watching. We will meet in the next class.